有一种蓝叫做基隆蓝。That caption is the Facebook posting article I read sometime early this year. That is also the precise article that inspired me to put Keelung into my Taiwan itinerary. I very much wanted to see the blue sky and the blue water eluded by this article of this Taiwanese seaport city of Keelung. Eventually, the weather here did not permit me to see the blueness that I wanted to set myself up. I wasn't disappointed. More like it gave me another reason to visit this beautiful city again.
Oh, good morning from the port city of Keelung. The weather isn't too good. Okay, it was raining the whole day, so the sky isn't that fantastic. So you see the Keelung sign logo right at the top of the hill. So my hostel is situated pretty close to the port, which is right over there. Yeah. So right now I'm walking towards my first destination. Oh, by the way, there's someone, the candidate, okay, running for senator, is standing by the street. Hey, hi, 你好，你好，早，来跟你，好，谢谢你，谢谢，yeah， 祝你当选。So my first destination is Heping Park. Getting there isn't too difficult. So right now, I have to wait for bus 101 from this station, which is right opposite the port. So the journey took about maybe half an hour from the city center. So right now I've alighted from the bus. The bus costs about maybe 15 Taiwanese dollar. So now I'm walking into the park entrance, which is right in front. So this is the entrance to Heping Park. So the ticket to this park costs 120 Taiwanese dollars. Okay, let me go in. Okay, scan the QR code. 是这张吧？
Yes, 对。
好。Okay, this is Heping Park. So this Heping Park is heavily recommended by my friend. Okay, so I've got no idea what is it. I think other than the fact that it is a Geo Park, so it's pretty much similar to Yeliu. Okay, every tourist in Taiwan knows, which is probably about 30 kilometers away from Yeliu. So I presume the landscape will be pretty much similar to Yeliu. Okay, there's a temple by the side of the hill. So I'm taking the uphill road to take a panoramic view of the coastline. So this is the entrance of the stairway leading to the 270-degree hill view of the entire coastline. It's going to be a long walk. It looks like a coffee house. So there is a part of the coastline. Okay, not the entire, but just probably 45 degrees view of that coastline. So that is the place that you can see the 270-degree panoramic view of the Taiwanese coast. So what you see right over there, the behind. Okay, so this is the Keelung Island. And these are the rock formation of Keelung. You can see it very much a lot in Yeliu as well. Okay, let me complete the panoramic view first. Okay, so you go to the other side. Okay, where you can see a lighthouse right at the far corner. So this is the Keelung port, okay, which I came from earlier, which I stayed. And that's all. That's the 270-degree panoramic view of this place. It's a mini version of Yeliu. So if you happen to be in this part of the town, okay, which is Keelung, yeah, I suggest popping in for a look. It's very close to the city center. So this is a little bit up close and personal to the rock formation. I'm just right at the bottom of the hill. So you can see this kind of very unique coastal rocks. 哇，真的是好山好水好生活。Look at the water, so clear, so clean. And you can't imagine this is just by the city of Keelung, okay, which is the largest port in Taiwan. So next, what I will do is that I will walk around this hill. So the hill over there, which I came from earlier. So this is a trail, okay, circling the hill. Yep, so this is how the rock is being formed, okay, by the crashing of the waves. So there's a pavilion at the end of this trail. Let's go down to the pavilion. Oh, such a beautiful landscape. So from the pavilion, you can see the different kinds of stones, okay, and how the rocks is being layered. Yeah. Look at the rocks at the top of each of the, what do you call that? Mountain? Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, very unique. I hardly see it elsewhere. The colors and how wild the waves is. Okay, actually today is not too wild. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is I think when I was in Yelio, okay, I was very impressed by the tofu rock formation. Okay, does it look like tofu? So this is the northern coast of Taiwan. It may not be the most north, okay, but it is one of the northern side coastline. So my pet peeve when I visit Yelio was that it is just too crowded. So what you see here at Heping is very tranquil. Okay, in fact, I'm the only tourist here. Okay, I get the nature all to myself. I think that's something nice about this place. Yeah, in fact, yeah, although this place is not as famous as Yelio, okay, but I like this place. Yeah, okay, because for the fact that it is so tranquil, okay, you get very close to nature itself. When it comes to rock formation, you need to be very imaginative, okay? So this is a mud skipper according to this signage. Can you see the mud skipper here? It took me 1 minute to spot it. Okay, I'm sure you are able to see it by now. If not, then yeah, just go for eye test. Wow, you can hear the wave crashing onto the shore. So this part is like a cape. Okay, yeah, I think there's many capes in Taiwan, so this is just one of them. Wow, do you see the pool right over there? Oh, it looks to me like a Bondi Beach. Okay, right over at the corner. Okay, so it's a open sea swimming pool. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm able to gain access without having to pay. Yeah, let me try. Oh, so there's another tourist here. So I'm the second tourist. If the wave is more powerful, oh, then it might be a sight to reckon with. Okay, you can see the wave. Let's say if the wave is big, okay, you can see it crashing onto the swimming pool right over there. So what are all this? Are these the glamping campsites? I'm not very sure. I mean, it looks like a campsite. Okay, there's some signages right in front. A Soho box. Yeah. So where I believe you can kind of stay in there. So this is how close I can get to the swimming pool. So this swimming pool is just by the sea. So if the wave is strong enough, okay, you can see the wave crashing into the swimming pool itself. So this is the outdoor showering facilities. I think you can use, this is a coin operated shower. After your swim, you can wash yourself clean here. So that's the pool itself. Let me see if I can get any closer. This way to the pool. Hey, 早安. This is the sea, and this is the swimming pool. So it's just a wall that divides between the man-made swimming pool and the open sea. So you can see people swimming in there. Can you see the fishes? Oh, I can even see clownfish in there. Oh, this pool is actually the highlight of this trip. I love it. How I wish I can take a dip in there. Unfortunately, I'm overdressed. Yeah. I don't have the swimming gear. Okay, so I can't partake in the swimming. Oh, how I wish I can swim. This looks like an ancient fort over here, which they repurposed it to the visitor center of Heping Park. Let's go in and have a look at this place. It's primarily a gift shop, as I can see. Okay. Okay, what's over the other side? From the second floor, you can take a bird's eye view of the swimming pool. I believe this is the old fort itself. Okay, followed by the open air swimming pool. And that's the mountain that we came down from. After walking out of Heping Garden, Heping 公园, okay, now I'm wandering the streets of the Heping neighborhood. So there's a lot of eateries here, still a little bit early. Oh, guess what I've seen? So by the way, this is Heping Bridge. So while walking on Heping Bridge, I come across this very colorful houses. Let me bring you closer. So this is the part of the Keelung port. Despite the fact that it is so close to the human settlement, okay, it is a fish port and there's a lot of human activities. There isn't any rubbish here. You look at that. It is so bloody clean. I think they do have a very civic-minded consciousness among the Taiwanese. I think this is what I'm very impressed themselves with. So this is a busy port and yet it is so clean, the waters. I'm walking closer to the colorful shop houses. So I reckon this is the place to punch card. seems like it's going to rain soon. Yeah, so I better just take a quick selfie and go. Yep, I think there are more selfie taking position over there. It's beautiful. Although from a frontage itself, it's a little bit smallish, but yeah, it looks great on camera. Everybody just come here to punch card, including myself. It is starting to drizzle, so what I will do is that I am heading back. So the good thing about Taiwanese bus station is that big bus station, small bus station, they do have a display telling you when the next bus arrival is. I thought this is a very user-friendly country. Yeah. Okay. Despite the fact that things are not very new here, I think the whole houses are old, but I think they do a lot of software level thing. Yeah. Yep, where it matters. Okay. From a hardware itself, I think it does look a little bit oldish in many parts of the town, but I think they are very ergonomic. Yes. 这是回基隆火车站的，对不对？对。好，谢了。I'm back at Keelung City Center again. So this is where I first started off much earlier in the morning. So right now I'm back here. My plan is to do a checkout later and then head to my next destination. I'm not sure why the view here reminds me so much of Nagasaki, Japan. I think probably because this U-shaped bay over here is so similar to Nagasaki. And that's the big Keelung logo right at the top of the hill. I passed by this very popular fishball noodle store and I thought of just giving it a try. Yep, so this is the one. And prices are generally slightly cheaper than the night market price. Okay, so like I think I'm going to order fishball dongfen. Right, 50. I've just ordered my set meal. So this is how she make the fish ball. And then it sends to this place for cooking. So these are the fish balls. It looks nice. Ah, 我坐前面。第一个。Okay, that's my meal. Right, I'm well seated. Now trying to tuck into my food. Let me do a quick intro. So this is a fish ball. And that's the vermicelli with sauce. And this is the tofu, the fried tofu. Okay. So let me try the soup first. It's slightly on the plain side. Okay. I try the fish ball again. The texture of the fishball is very different from the fishball that we had back home. So this is a little bit less tangy. Back home in Singapore is very crunchy. Okay, but this is pure fish. I will dub it. The tofu with chili sweet sauce. And the vermicelli. A vermicelli is a vermicelli. Okay, I stand corrected. I really like the vermicelli. I think the gravy is solid. Okay, especially the chili sauce. So behind me is the entrance to the night market. Okay, so right now it's daytime. So it's the normal road. Yeah, so the road is only closed at night. So this is how the night market look like during daytime. By the way, this is Miao Qian night market. Miao Qian means in front of the temple. Okay, so this night market exists itself because of the temple, and This is the temple. I was here last night, so I intend to come in the day to pray. Yeah, to pray for general safety. Despite the fact that it is a night market, so during daytime, I see that there are a lot of food also being sold here. Not every stores are open, but that's the sandwich that I had yesterday. So you can still come here during daytime. Frankly, after eating it last night, and I just had my brunch, so I don't have the stomach capacity to eat again. Oh, that's the famous food store. I'm torn whether I should stay to eat or leave. Well, in the end, I decided not to eat. Yeah, I thought, just don't want to stuff myself too much. Unlike last night, which I got problems sleeping because I ate too much at the night market. Alright, it's time for me to check out this place. Has been a good stay, other than the fact that there's someone snoring at night. Okay, so checking out. So this is the very popular bus stop which I came from. I took the bus here, I took the bus out. Okay, and this is my hostel. So this hostel location is, I cannot complain. Okay, it's one of the best. So here's the pantry of this place. Okay, time to go. Alright, I'm boarding this bus to Badouzi.